License plate bulbs and lenses. There are two separate license plate bulb lenses, red arrows. If you're having trouble with water intrusion or corrosion on one, replace both as a set. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the two lens fasteners, red arrows. The left side is shown, the right side is similar. Using a small flathead screwdriver, lever the lens out of the trunk to remove it. The bulb is mounted in the lens. To remove it, pull it out at an angle, red arrow. Do not touch the new bulb glass with your bare skin. To replace the socket, lever the socket out of the trunk using a small flathead screwdriver. Remove it from the trunk while feeding the wiring harness out. Disconnect the electrical connector by pressing the release tab and pulling it straight out. Reverse the steps to reinstall. Third brake light. Working at the trunk support arm, using a trim panel tool, remove the plastic rivet by levering out the center pin and then removing the rivet. Working along the bend of the trunk support trim, use a small flathead screwdriver and unhook the cables, red arrows. Remove the trunk support trim by sliding it up and off the trunk support. Working along the edge of the trunk, remove the 6T25 torque fasteners, red arrows. Then remove the trunk trim by pulling it straight off. Working at the carpet trim panel, remove the plastic rivets, red arrows. Using a trim panel tool, remove the plastic rivet by levering out the center pin and then removing the rivet. Lower the carpet trim panel enough to access the electrical connectors. Disconnect the trunk light by pulling the connector, red arrow, straight out. Then disconnect the trunk open button, yellow arrow, by pressing the release tab and pulling the connector straight out. Remove the carpet trim panel from the vehicle. Press the locking tabs outward to unlock, red arrow. The photo insert shows the right side tab. There is one on the passenger side as well. Pull the LED assembly down and away from the trunk and slide it to the right, red arrow. Disconnect the electrical connector, red arrow, by pressing the release tab and pulling it straight out. Remove the third brake light from the vehicle. To replace or remove the lens, press in and hold the retaining tabs, red arrows. There are a total of 8 tabs, with 2 out of view on the right side of the lens. Press and hold the left side outer tabs, then push the lens out of the trunk slightly. Do this as you work your way down and remove the entire lens. Lift the lens out of the trunk lid to remove it. To install, reverse the removal steps. Thanks for watching. Click here to view the original article along with hundreds of other DIY content for your car.